welcome those of you who are new here tonight, but I know there are many, many good old friends of mine standing here in order to celebrate Jean and Bill. It's on. This occasion, to which many of you have come many times before, because this is the 12th time in this space in our permanent home here in Battery Park City, is called the Making New York History Award. And it's named after these notable New Yorkers, a book that was compiled by Moses King back in 1898. And if I had three hands, I'd open it up for you, and you could see that it has about 300 notable New Yorkers. All of them are men. But we took it as our theme, and we're happy to honor two men tonight as well. KPF has been a good friend to the museum for many years, and it's tonight that so many people are here that we're honoring for the first time at the museum architects. Normally we bring together the building community around architecture, engineering, development, builders, and that's the constituency in the community that you all represent. We've never honored architects before, but it's particularly important to do so tonight because we're 12 days before the 40th anniversary of the founding of KPF on July 4th, 1976. So, you'll see the celebration 40 years ago on that day when Bill and Jean and Shelley Fox started the firm. And in that span of time, an extraordinary amount of buildings have been produced by KPF, and many of you here, and you can see them on the table, spanning from the first buildings in New York, the Horton ABC headquarters, over many years in the 70s, through an enormous amount of the urban fabric that was built by KPF during the 80s and the 90s. But I'll paraphrase what is the second paragraph in Bill Pedersen's bio on the website for KPF, and it says that he took from the very beginning of the philosophy of the firm the charge to celebrate, well, not celebrate, to create with compassion and devotion the humble building, which is the commercial office building. And that building type represents the background of the city, but it's the fabric of the city that knits the city together. And I thought, Bill, it was really important, Bill, for the Skyscraper Museum to recognize that from the very beginning, KPF was dedicated to building cities. And as you all know, and you can see on the table here, the buildings are no longer, well, there may be moderate buildings, but certainly not humble, because if you go to virtually any Chinese city today, first, second, or third level, it's the KPF building, which will be the icon on that urban metropolitan horizon. So from humble beginnings in a fiscal crisis to 40 years later, a global powerhouse of the architectural profession, that art is truly extraordinary. And to celebrate that in quick toasts, we have speakers, three more speakers. Kathleen McGuigan, the editor-in-chief of the Architectural Record, and then Steve Ross, one of the most important clients of KPF, of course, building Hudson Yards and many other projects. And then Jamie von Klemperer, I mentioned that Kathleen is one of the board members of the Skyscraper Museum, and our chairman is Jamie von Klemperer, who is also recently, in the last 2 years, the president of KPF, representing the continuing leadership. So, and then we will hand the awards to Bill and Jean, and they'll make some remarks. Kathleen?